And we are live from the rinks. Well, not quite from the rinks. Live from a hotel room in Westchester, PA. It's SCHSHL action. I'm Jack Zisk, and I'll be with you alongside you this time on the stream, calling this game remotely for the first time ever. I'd like to thank Sachem President John LaRochester for hiring me for AAU Nationals. That's why I can't be with all of you today. Couldn't find anyone else. This is how we're doing it. I'm going to be remote. So if you think a goal call sounds a little slow, well, probably just lagging on my end, but bear with us here as we work out the kinks, and this should be a fun, exciting matchup between these two squads. Smithtown Hauppauge, they've lost one game in the past 2 years. It came in Game 1 of the JV Finals last season when they lost in Game 1 to the Friars. They haven't lost since. They completed the reverse sweep, and they've been on fire ever since. They've won 22 games consecutively for the second straight season. Now they got to go up against Sachem, a team that had a much tougher road here than the Bulls. The Bulls won their first game 8-1. They won their second game 10-1. That was not what you would expect normally, and the Bulls' road to the finals last year actually ended up being much closer, especially in their second round victory with the 4-2 against Pat Med. This Sachem squad, they found the back of net 6 times against Pat Med. They scored 5 of the first 6 in an eventual 6-4 win. Backtrack to the quarterfinals. They scored 5 of the first 6 in a 6-3 win. So this Sachem team, they know how to score. They can take a commanding lead early. What we haven't seen them do yet is take a commanding lead and run with it. And here tonight, this is where it comes down to. You got to get a complete game from your roster, because against this Bulls squad that has a lot of experience at this level, you cannot make any mistakes. Christian Agavino, Draven Cacciani, Connor Dubois, they were all there last year. And we have a full list for you. I'll be getting that for you shortly once again. Not in a normal setup, still acclimating to it, but a lot of familiar faces. Like I said, Draven Cacciani, well, he scored the golden goal last year in the finals. He's the one who punched the Bulls' ticket to the finals. Championship victory, that is. And they got a lot of pieces back from that roster. With Renfus, of course, and a couple others as we're just taking a look back over here one last time for old time's sake. And Michael Wagner, the captain, he's been here before. So there's a lot of talent on this team that didn't get the promotion to varsity. A lot of it did. Brendan Landrigan, not least among them. But surprise, surprise, another year, another Landrigan. And this one, Aiden, the younger brother of Brendan, 50 points in 50 games as a freshman, matched his older brother's total as a sophomore, mind you. On the other side, you got Chase Saunders. Now, this is a kid, the Thomas Kinkowski era has come to a close for Sachem. Chase Saunders, this is, in all likelihood, going to be his program. When you look at their roster, when you look at the makeup, Matt Pittsburgh, Caden Marcus, Logan Stoltenberg, they're all over 30 points. The only ones that were over 40 in the regular season, Matt Pittsburgh 41, Chase Saunders, second JV season, 50 points. We're going to have an exciting matchup between these teams to put the biscuit in the basket, and they love to play each other. They don't like each other, and we're going to take a quick break for the playing of our very own national anthem. We'll be right back. And that was our very own national anthem, sung live for the JV finals, and special thanks. That singer, of course, last year actually it was Frank Agavino's wife. He's the head coach of this Bulls squad. Not in person, so unfortunately didn't get to talk to coaches for this game. I wanted to make our cameraman go down a little tripod, just push me around. They said no. Such is life. Face off. Coming to center ice at the rinks. Marcus DeRico out centering. Looks like Braden Beltrami, and on the other side, Cole Wagner matched up against Chase Saunders, CJ Pena, and at center, the captain, Anthony Bergalisi. The starting net minors as this one begins. Bulls currently looking to win this draw forward. On the attack, Beltrami shot over the net. And right now, Sachem heading up ice, the 4-on-1, a shot that's deflected. Ricochets around the wall. Bulls pressing. Shot, and they score. Just like that, Braden Beltrami, 36 seconds into the first period, finds the back of the net. And watch this play in transition, picking up speed. They had just given up a 4-on-1, and the Bulls go the other way. Michael Wagner entering the zone, looking for that seam pass all the way across. Beltrami with a perfect lift on that backhand. DeRico picks up an assist. Wagner picks up an assist. And Anthony Maury, who got the start in net against Jack Pring. For Sachem, well, Sachem's given up the first goal. Bulls have possession, and this one's shaping up to be a fun one. Sachem looking to regroup. Puck ends up. Christian Agavino. Carried back in by Draven Cacciani. Banking it off the glass, gloved out of the zone. Possession with Sachem. D to D. And we have a turnover force here. Jake Ryan on the forecheck. Looking for a clear. Puck comes up the wall, but not out of the zone. James Drago trying to move that cross, and now entering the zone. Poke check. And the Bulls off to the races, a chance. A one-on-one, flipping through across. And Landrigan can't get the shot off. Still battling for it. Puck comes out of the zone. Leading, and looks like we got an icing here. Trying to find Aiden Landrigan, stretch the ice, create some opportunities. They're unable to do so this time. And now, face-off comes all the way down. Tyler Anderson versus John Avlanidis. Face-off was controlled by the Bulls. They're chipping this up, but not out of the zone. Sachem now forced to regroup. Dumping it in. Deflected. Comes the Dean Falcone. Cross ice feed off the wall. Entering. Walks in. Back door. Won't go. Shot redirected. They've turned aside from Mare. Sachem now looking for a clear. Off the wall, heading up ice. Dropped off. Fired wide. Bulls looking for the puck. It's in the corner. Sachem sending it towards the slot. It's deflected. Flipped up. Out of the zone. Pressing the other way. It's Aiden Landrigan coming in. Fires. Gobbled up. Looks like we got a whistle here. What netminder went to play it as it was blown dead. We're going to face off here. Right wing dot in the zone. Jake Ryan in the dot, winning it back. Bulls moving it to the point. D to D and a shot. Redirected into the corner. Picked up. It's Krakow. And collision beneath the goal line. Bulls recovering. Trying to drive towards the net now. Shot is blocked. Sachem looking to get the zone exit. Bulls on the back check. Turnover force. Christian Agabino with possession off the wall. Bulls looking up ice. Getting the zone exit. Play is broken up. Settled. Dumped in wrong side of the red line, and that's going to be icing. And 11:37 on the clock. Bulls taking an early 1-0 lead. A lot of chances, both sides, both feeling each other out. Both regular season meetings between these two squads ended in the 5-2 victories for the Bulls. A shot from Bispo turned aside, and rebound, they score. It's a tie game. And we're going to roll the replay on that for you shortly. And this quick shot for Matt Bispo at the point, the puck moving defenseman. Messing his way away from pressure. Shot comes up. Looks like Chase Saunders going to be the one that gets credit for that. And just like that, all knocked in at one. The draw is pushed forward. Beltrani was looking for possession. Bulls on the forecheck. It's a tie game. Chase Saunders with that last goal. The rivalry between Smithtown, Hauppauge, and Sachem runs deep. Right now, it's Sachem in the driver's seat trying to push up ice, take their first lead of the game, but the Bulls breaking up that play, a chance heading the other way. Lorette dumping it in. Bulls get it back. Dean Falcone fired it in. Off the wall, collected, walking in, heading towards center. Shot. Karams off the end boards. Wagner on the cycle, give and go. Shot. And they score. That's just textbook right there. Bulls get the zone entry, and they don't get the first shot, but just winning that battle in the corner, they really get to work there. That's the kind of gritty, gutsy play you're going to need if you're going to make your way to the varsity level. Michael Wagner has 2 games under his belt, finds the back of the net. The Bulls retake the 1-goal lead. Face off, one back. Sachem looking to press up ice. Bulls regrouping. That one comes all the way down into the Sachem end, looking to recover it. Battle along the boards. Entering now, it's Beltrani cutting in. Loses possession. Battle in the court. Sachem reversing it to the weak side. Bulls on the attack, keep it in. That was Connor Dubois. Sachem reversing it yet again. Bulls pinching in. Still looking to settle it. Held in by Smithtown Hauppauge. Play is broken up. Pinching in to the back door. Shot and a save. Sachem with the key stop there. Just trying to keep this game close. Both teams know how to put the biscuit in the basket right now. Michael Wagner with the difference maker that time. Marcus Dorico, 2 assists. Braden Beltrani, 1 goal, 1 assist. Chase Saunders, the lone scorer for Sachem. Anthony Murray getting peppered here early. He's done well, but this is a Bulls team that really knows how to score. They're going to make you work for every last goal you have. They are the heavy favorites entering this matchup. Sachem heading up ice. Entering. Drop pass. Walking in. Curling in the corner. Dubois knocks his man off the puck. Stretching in the ice. Entering. Flat. Ends up on the back door. Bulls are looking for more. Comes out to Agabino. His shot ends up in the breadbasket. We get a stoppage here. Face-off comes to the right wing circle. the Christian Semetsis line out now. It looks like Avlanitas will take this draw, so all three members of this line, Aiden Landry, John Avlanitas, capable of playing center. Sachem gets possession after that first shot, looking to reset, carrying up ice. Dumping it in, they'll chase. Sachem comes away with it, looking towards the slot. Pass deflected. Attempt to stop it short side, broken up. Landry looking for a clear, held in. Navino hunting it down. Puck comes out of the zone. Sachem recollects, enters. Pulling up, sliding it across. Backhanded towards the front. It's poked away from the net of Pring. Now Sachem on the attack, trying to drive towards the front. Play was broken up again. The point. Back down low, off the wall, towards the slot. Avlanitas picks that one off. Banking it off the boards, out of the zone. Sachem recollecting a neutral. Dumped it in. Bulls now looking for a breakout. Semetsis backhands it off the wall. Bulls can't settle it. They get it back now. Semetsis entering. Backhand pass. Went off the skate of Moray. Bulls forcing a turnover. Shot. That one whipped around the wall. Sent towards the front back door. Shot. Ramps up off a stick. Rinfus still looking for it. Sachem looking for a clear. Dean Falcone fired that one wide, but got the keep. And Sachem can't get the zone exit that time either. It caroms off the inboards. A shot, and it's off the pipe. Comes out in the slot. Sachem looking for it. Carrying it up by Saunders. Dumping it in. He'll get a change. CJ Pena on the forecheck. Trying to force a change of possession. There's a delayed penalty, and we'll get a whistle here. And once again, as I've mentioned, not physically present at the rinks. This is a first for us. It's our first ever remote broadcast, and wasn't able to see that arm up behind the play. Looks like Dean Falcone heading to the box. We'll get that official update from the scorer's booth for you as soon as possible. Right now, Sachem heading to the power play. Hayden Marcus can't win the draw, but Bulls can't get it clear either. The call was for hooking against Dean Falcone. Marcus DeRico battling. Connor Dubois gets it out of the zone. Bulls now pressing. Sachem has possession. Beltrani on the forecheck, trying to create havoc. Eating valuable time here. 20 seconds gone by on this power play. It's fired down the ice by Dubois. Comes out to the point, held in. Bulls looking to keep Sachem caved in their own zone on this power play, but unable to do so. Now heading up ice. Stoltenberg enters. Luke ended up being a netminder. Rather, was a netminder for the varsity squad. Shot on net, turned aside by Pring. Backhanded up, but not out of the zone by Agavino. Shot from the point, ricochets, ended up at the back door, can't connect. Sparring for it in the corner. Comes out. Drago. Letting it towards the slot. Play is broken up. Connor Dubois pushing the pace. Heading up ice. 1-on-2. Flips through one defender. Walks in. Forehand. Can't tuck it home. Tried to go 5-hole. Did a good job harrying him at the last second. Out Eden Landrigan covering. Forcing a turnover. And it's broken up. 25 seconds remaining on the power play. Bulls entering, but looks like they've been whistled down for offsides. Eden Landrigan appears to be the culprit. It's heading all the way down the end of the ice. Landrigan's older brother won an SCHSHL JV title, won an SDHL varsity title in consecutive seasons. Aiden Landrigan looking for his first JV title. That would be this squad's second straight. Christian Semetsis banking that one out of the zone, trickling all the way down. Collected by Stoltenberg. Leading. Now carried up ice. Walks in. Pass towards the slot, a shot, and it goes off the stick of Pring. Penalty has expired. We've returned to 5-on-5. Bulls looking to press. Pass towards the slot. Goes awry. Forcing a turnover, Ryan re-enters. Looks like it didn't actually leave the zone. My apologies. Still regrouping. Krakow on the forecheck, trying to force a turnover. Sachem a pass off the wall. Still trying to settle it. Carrying it up ice. Stoltenberg enters. Trying to take advantage of a defender. Like blowing a tire there, and then a shot that's blocked at the point. A chance in transition. It's broken up. Dumped back in by Sachem. Bulls will look to regroup. This is probably the toughest game the Bulls have had to play all year. Right now, pressing up ice, trying to make this a 2-goal game. They enter the zone. Krakow on the forecheck. As a younger brother on the freshman squad. Right now, trying to cut towards center. Play is broken up. And pinching in. Dropped off. Shot towards the front. Redirected. Collected by Krakow at the end of a shift. Pushing it out of the zone. Sachem has to reset. Off the wall. Slips by Falcone. Curls away from pressure, blows a tire. Sachem trying to force a turnover. Pressing up the wall. Neither team able to settle it. Now, heading up ice with speed. Slap shot. Looks like that was blocked. Bulls trying to maintain possession. Off the wall to the point, shot, and they score! The bottle rocket from Dean Falcone. It's 3-1, Smithtown Hauppauge. In his first varsity game, Falcone was the lone Bull who scored. That was a 2-1 loss to connect Sayville all the way back in November. At that point, Mark Dubois was not even the head coach of the Bulls, but right here, the failed Michigan attempt by Beltrani ends up settling it, makes the smart play, and Falcone with the cannon from the point. A varsity caliber defender, a luxury for this Bulls program to have. They're leading 3-1. Beltrani picks up an assist on the play. Now heading up ice, it's Wagner. To Beltrani. Off the wall, towards the front, it skips the stick of Wagner. Sachem looking to press. They have numbers if they hurry. Entering. Trying to drag through. Lost the handle. Dubois knocking that one free. Looking for a clear threat. Can't hold it in. A chance now for DeRico, trying to move that to the weak side. Sachem will recover. But a turnover here. Beltrani chipping it in. Will chase. One defender back. Poking it away. DeRico trying to get to work on the cycle. Beltrani looking towards the slot. Initial feed is broken up. Held in at the point by Agadino. Sachem still looking to settle it. Bulls still on the forecheck, and it's Brandon Reedy, younger brother of Shane. Now Beltrani takes over. Renfus looking for it. Got lost in his skates. Takes down his man. Play will continue. Brandon Reedy escaping pressure towards the slot. A shot. Gianni looking for it. Can't get it on net. Puck glove down at the point. Ryan Treitz across. A shot. Turned aside Treitz. Younger brother of Bobby. A slapper that time redirected wide of the net. Leads, or rather, was time for the team leading points by defense entering this game. Another shot deflected. And now Sachem looking to press up ice, but Treitz recollecting. Outlets it, and now re-entering Renfus pressuring. With Cacciani, Bulls force a turnover, can't maintain possession in the zone, and now Sachem heading the other way, re-entering. Shot right in the breadbasket. Pring with a stop, and under a minute remaining, the Bulls lead by 2. They jumped out to that early 1-0 lead, just 30 seconds into the opening frame. Chase Saunders tied it up. 11:29 remaining, and since then, Bulls with back-to-back goals. Game was tied for just 50 seconds, and now they're looking to make it 4-1, splitting through, walking in, shot, turned aside, rebound, and they score. Avlanitis on the rebound from Semetsis. It's 4-1 Smithtown Hauppauge. This is what the Bulls do. They score, they continue to score. They are unrelenting, they push the pace, they have speed, and Christian Semetsis uses that to his advantage in transition, splitting the defense, walking in, gets that shot that turned aside, trying to clear it. It goes right in front of the net, and Avlanitis makes no mistake. So the face-off comes to center. This is the 4-1 game in favor of the Bulls. Caden Marcus trying to push that one forward. Possession with Dean Falcone. Now re-entering, it's Bispo. Separated from the puck, Bulls can't get it clear. It's held into the line. Drago, and they score! Not sure if that one got deflected. Looks like a bit of an arch to that shot. We're going to take another look at it because Bispo gets the zone entry. And some pressure there. Bulls look for the clear. So it's not a clean look. But it comes back out to the point, and Drago's going to get this shot here. It's a little bit of time, and my mistake, not deflected at all. Just right in between the helmet and the glove of putting a difficult save for any netminder to make, and a potentially momentum-changing goal. But hold that thought. Semetsis enters, drags, walks in, fires, and he scored. Answering right back, it's Smithtown Hauppauge's Christian Semetsis. It's 5-2. Had a hat trick in his last game, 2 in his first. And now, the Bulls pressing up ice with Semetsis, who just found that seam sliding through, dangling through his legs, pulls up, fires, and that's a beauty. Face off one back by Sachem. A late goal from James Drago, but just 12 seconds later, it's a 3-goal game yet again. Walking in. Broken up, that'll do it for the period. The Bulls lead 5-2. 7 goals in the first 15 minutes. Excuse me, my apologies. A lot of game calls today. Right now, Frank Agavino talking to his squad, and there's a lot of talent on the squad. The number one problem you can run into with having a lot of talent, it sounds ridiculous to say, but it's true. You gotta make sure they're all engaged. You gotta make sure they buy in. And the one thing you've seen with this squad, they've bought in. They've bought in for the better part of 2 years. There's an expectation for this squad that they will come away with a victory. That is what all great programs have in common. They expect to win. St. Anthony's expects to win. East Islip expects to win. For Sachem, the hump they have to get over as a program right now in these last couple of years, they have to win. They have the talent to do it. The question is, if this year, then when? Pring heading out to his cage. Ryan in the dot. His line will start off the period. Bulls with possession, pushing the pace. Turnover is forced. Sachem now looking to re-enter. On the attack, sent towards the net, ends up pinballing around the wall. Sachem with possession, sent towards the front, it's deflected, picked up by Ryan Trite, sends it off the boards. Bulls enter the zone. It's deflected, but Ryan left it behind, and the puck now ends up in neutral. Battling for possession, Sachem regains control. At the point, a shot. Turned aside, a pile-up. Jabbing for it, scoring for it. Still no whistle, and now it comes. Still sorting this one out, and we'll wait and see if any calls come. Don't see any gestures from the officials. Looks like they're letting him play there. This is one of those games. They don't like each other. You know, when you're younger, a younger player, you don't always know exactly why you don't like a program. You just know the kid's a couple years older than you do. These two squads, they have history at this point. They know they don't like each other. And right now, the Bulls are looking to continue to push the pace here. Sachem with possession, heading up ice. A potential 2-on-1, but Bulls back check takes that away, and the pass slips through. Looking to recover, it's Bispo. Forcing the Bulls back in. Sachem on the forecheck. Pena off the wall, looking to get to work on the cycle. A shot from an off angle. Careens off the wall. Held in. Sachem settling it. Turnover force. It looks like that's Christian Agavino. Outletting it. Bulls enter, dragging, pulling it across. Shot won't come. Looking for Wagner on the back door. Sachem forcing a turnover that time. A strong defensive play. Wagner trying to drive towards the front. Pitchfork down to the zone. Bulls poking at it. Now bumping it in. It's a long change for both squads this period. 12:45 remaining. Bulls trying to force a turnover here. We get a whistle. Looks like the call is for offside. Sachem can't get that clean zone entry. It's so important not only to enter the zone, but to maintain possession, get to work, whether that's along the half wall, driving towards center. For Sachem, they trail by 3. You can see there's urgency here at the start of the second stanza. Bulls come away with possession off the draw. Renfus battling for it on a line of Cacciani. Hayden Marcus comes away with it. Shot towards the front. Back off the back wall, still pressing towards the front again. Shot, and it's stopped by Pring. Ryan Treitz clearing out the front as the whistle was blown. Both teams poking it, or rather, Sachem poking at Pring. Bulls coming to defend him. And that's the right look if you're Sachem. Bulls are going to be defensive of their goalie. Sachem's going to be defensive of theirs. That's what you expect. Bulls are the home squad. They have the last change. Seems like there's some confusion, but a new line. No correction. It looks like Renfus staying out there. Face off, one back. Falcone to Dubois. Pitching it out. Sachem looking to regroup in neutral. Bulls now pressing. Shot is gloved. Mare stop gives Sachem a breather, but also gives the Bulls a chance to get that line change they wanted. More importantly, an offensive zone draw. So important to not only win your draws, but create situations where you can determine your own destiny. You want to be in control of your fate. We always say that about the playoffs. Same thing with face-offs. You want to create those offensive zone draws. You want to get to work, and that's what the Bulls are doing right now. Avalonides pressing in the corner. Comes away but off the wall. Shot from the point, redirected. Doesn't make it on net. Bulls racing after it. Mets is battling. Both teams jabbing at it. Sachem looking towards center. That pass goes awry, and Ryan Treitz chips it back in. Bulls right back to work on the forecheck. Aiden Landrigan forcing a turnover, sent it towards the doorstep. Play was broken up. Sachem, defender puts off the back of that. Bulls still pressing, can't force a change of possession. And now pushing the pace up ice. Sachem enters, but it's blown dead. Looks like that's offside. Matt Bispo not straddling the line there. You got to keep that 1 foot on the line, toe the line. I mean that literally in this case. And it gives the Bulls a chance to get a change. And a beautiful opportunity for Sachem maybe get to work on an out-man rush. Well, that is no longer there. Anderson in the dot versus Avlanitis. Looks like Anderson's got her kneel, and I think that was Matt Pena, 48 for Sachem. Bulls now pressing the other way, entering, pulls up, drop pass, it's loose in front, and they score. Jabbing it home, the Bulls take a 6-2 lead, and a fairly even start to this period. Aiden Landrin at between the legs touch pass, Semetsis breaking through contact there along the wall, and it comes out towards the front. And before the cover can come, it's Landrigan who taps that one home at his first of the playoffs, and looks like Bulls got a line change. Draw being won forward by Sachem. Battle for possession. Bulls looking to come away with it. They get the zone exit, but well, they say possession's 9/10 of the law, and well, that other 10th, I'd like to think, at least in this conversation, it's about possessing it after that initial contact. Now Sachem to the back door. Play is broken up. Of course, not remotely how the law works, but nonetheless. Sachem enters offside. DJ Pena in the dot. Looks like Matt Bispo sliding up front for the face-off. Bulls sending that one all the way down, and that's going to be icing there. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for Sachem. Smithtown, Hauppauge on defensive. Of course, you can make a change after an icing in the SCHSHL. Same rules, of course, apply. Oh, but Rico versus Pena shot off the draw, and it looks like Pring got that one. So it'll be deja vu all over again. Bulls and Sachem in a very even period. And that quick goal from Aiden Landrin, really tough break for Sachem, but nonetheless, they trail by 4. Beltrani entering. Pulls up, drags through, has it poked away. In the corner. Sent up the wall, held in by Hochi. Wagner now. Dropping it off. Shot from the point, went wide. Sachem. Moving that to the weak side. Puck does not leave the zone. Bulls keeping Sachem hemmed in here, trying to get to work on that cycle, have not been able to settle the puck, gain possession. And this time, Sachem gets to clear a chance here. They can break past the Bulls' defense, but they can't. And now heading the other way. Bulls to the back door. That one will go. Rico shipping it in. Bulls looking to get to work on the cycle. Battle in the corner. Comes up to the point. Connor Dubois trying to back that one down. Rolls out of the zone. Bulls defender has to go with it. Move D to D, sashayed on, but Sachem swiping it away. Now looking to breeze their way up ice. Drops off, shot, blocked. Into the slot, a second attempt, and they score. DJ Pena, it's his second goal in his last 2 games, and now Sachem has cut this lead to 3, and it's the goal they needed in a fairly even period after that late flurry by the Bulls. And that's just a textbook shot taking advantage of the gap. Right now, Sachem has possession off that opening faceoff. Looking to turn and go, though. Smithtown, Hauppauge on the forecheck. Bulls now on the defensive as Sachem enters, pulls up, fires off the end boards. Held in by Reedy. In the corner now. I apologize. Reedy couldn't get the corner. Now, Bulls looking up ice. Nice move at the line. Seam pass through the legs. Shot towards the front and the save by Morey. A key stop for the Sachem netminder, and Zemetzis now. Landry and Avlanitas, this line has been good. Perhaps even direct playoffs long for the Bulls, and tied up. One back. Off the wall. Sachem exits but does not maintain possession. D to D. Head manning it. Dropped off. Avlanitas to Zemetzis. Poke check beneath the goal line. Sachem comes away with it. Drago. Heading up ice with speed. Enters, carrying it to the outside. Takes a hit, shot, run off angle, doesn't make its way to Pring. Comes out to the point, another shot. That one over the net. Still looking to settle it. Bulls on the defensive. Sachem will have to recollect in their own zone, but Zemetzis racing after it, looking to force a turnover. Now Bulls still on the forecheck. Landry supporting, but it's still all about Christian Zemetzis in the corners, getting to work. Now a shot from the point that's turned aside. Looks like Avlanitas will recollect. The turnover is forced. Sachem heading the other way. Entering, firing. Ends up in the corner. Bulls scooping that one up. Swooped out of the zone. Move to Landrigan. Back to Zemetzis. A backhand shot. A big save by Morey. Right now the Bulls trying to get back to work on the cycle. Sachem looking for a clear. Avlanitas. The point. Agavino's shot. Redirected. Loose. To the front. They score. No. Looked like it was from my point of view. Again, calling this game remotely. Really thought Landrigan had found the back of the net there. My mistake. Not gonna lie, that one stings a little bit personally. Nonetheless, play will continue, and Sachem entering the zone. Turnover force. Bulls heading the other way. And it's offsides, and Zemetzis sends that one off the boards, ends up heading to the bench. And 5:33 remaining in the second stanza. Face-off will come to center. Face-off has been won forward. On the attack now. It's possession with Sachem. Comes out to the point, holding it in. Bulls now looking to work it out of the zone. They have. Still on the forecheck was Beltrani, but as Sachem recollects, looking to head the other way. But a turnover forced, and then coughed up at center right, Matt Vispo. Thing in, trying to get that shot off from an off angle. Couldn't, and now a hip check. Knocks it free. Puck is held in. Sachem on the forecheck. Pring gets the cover. Ryan in the dot for the Bulls, matched up against Aiden Marcus. Sparring for it. Charlie Krakow comes away with it for Smithtown Hauppauge. Entering, it's Wallace. Off the end board, sent towards the front. Stopped by Mare. It's loose. Sachem comes away with it. Trying to settle it at center. Sachem enters, but the puck ends up back with the Bulls. They send it down, and they'll get a second chance now. Tried to bank it off the wall. They're now back on the defensive. Bulls still getting to work on the forecheck, forcing another turnover there. And Sachem not quite in their own zone, but can't get a breakout either. Just going out to the red line, back to the goal line. Out to the red line, back to the goal line. They're going to need to find ways to generate offense consistently here. And it starts in their own zone, getting the clear. Walking in now, it's Connor Dubois. Shot turned aside by Mare. Right now, Sachem looking for a clear, and they get it. Stretching the ice, coming in 1-on-2. Turnover forced, recollected, held in. Both teams battling for it. Grinfus now, trying to send that one to Reedy. Puck leaves the zone, trickles all the way down. Sachem recollects. The pass intercepted by Brandon Reedy. Trying to get to work on a give and go with Krakow, but ends up being swept away by Sachem after a strong defensive play. Breezing up ice, but looks like Bulls get that one back at the lead penalty coming against Sachem as Pring races to the bench. Dubois re-entering. We get a whistle here for offsides, and that's going to bring this potential 6-on-5 man advantage, a little extra bonus power play time. Well, that's over, but the Bulls getting that late penalty. They'll get an offensive zone draw, if I'm not mistaken. And it looks like Anderson heading to the... Nope, stays outside by mistake. On the ice is for hooking. Beltrani matched up with CJ Pena, and Bulls win it forward. Carried in, a shot from Agavino was blocked, and looks like they're sliding him up on this power play. You saw it against East Side, so they were putting him in front of the net, using his size, their advantage, and right now Sachem on the attack. Trying to keep the Bulls hemmed in, but carried up ice. Leading Landrigan was Semetsis. Pass off the far side wall, and the aforementioned Christian Semetsis sliding in the head. Dubois' shot off Mare, popped out to the point, held in initially, but settled and banked out of the zone. Bulls, Dubois moving it up for Landrigan. He dances away from pressure, fires a shot, and ends up in the corner. Lifted out of the zone, and Bulls now looking to reset a turnover forced. A 2-on-2 opportunity. Sachem pressing. A shot that might have gotten a piece. Pring might have gotten a piece of it, rather. Now resetting. Sachem pitchforking that one in yet again. Ispo winning the race. Looking for that off-angle shot. Bulls with possession. It's Christian Semetsis enters. Backhand pass. And they can't stuff it home on the back door. Semetsis is skating. Always impressive. Looks like he's found that extra year here in the playoffs. And right now, Sachem entering. Heading the other way. Bulls. Marcus DeRico forcing a turnover. 5 Bulls had brothers on the varsity squad this past season. That is brothers on the JV squad. Walking in with Beltrani. Puck was taken away by Bispo. The penalty has expired. And with 25 seconds remaining, a drop pass to Pena, a shot towards the back door, broken up by Semetzis. Leads Wagner. Fires, turned aside. Waffle boarded out it across the corner, and now his chance in the slot. Sachem steering that one away, looking to guide it out of the zone, and they'll get the zone exit, carry it across the blue line, but ends up losing the handle there, so no last shot. And after 2 periods, it's 6-3 in favor of Smithtown Hauppauge, and that's a really good team. And we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, in their last 2 games in the postseason, Sachem, that is, scored 5 of the first 6 goals. That was not the case here today. They trail by 3 entering the 3rd frame. But this is what they have done. Since that James Drago goal, it's been a 2-2 game. And obviously there's a lot that goes into that. You can't take that in a vacuum. But it does matter that they've settled into this game. It does matter that they're finding the back and they capitalize on their chances. The difference early on, the Bulls were generating a lot more grade A chances than they were finishing on. Sachem has found a way to at least slow them down. You might think 6 goals against isn't a great number, and let's be honest, no netminder's going to be happy with that. That's just a part of life, unfortunately. Anthony Moore has been good to them. He has been. No team has held the Bulls to under 8 in this postseason. That is a ridiculous stat to have. No team has found the back of the net more than once against the Bulls up until this series. That's how good they are. There is no doubt that Sachem has what it takes to knock off the defending champs. If you're Smithtown Hauppauge, and you take a 5-2 lead early on and now it's 6-3, this game is tightening up. That shows that there's another gear for these guys to find in this next 15 minutes. Matt Bispo shielding. Outlets it. Drop back off. Sliding it through, but the play is broken up. Looks like DJ Pena got tied up with Matt Bispo that time, and after a really good give and go, but Bulls now looking for a clear Cacciani, trying to chip that one to rim. Bispo re-entering shot is turned aside by Pring. It greened out along the wall. On the forecheck, Dean Falcone battling for it. Tied up, loose, spinning, fire off the end boards. Bulls looking for a clear. It's sent all the way down, and we'll get a stoppage here. Just 59 seconds have elapsed in this first frame. A lot of offensive zone time for Sachem. That's what you need here. You trail by 3. And barring giving any goals up, they need 4 to win this in regulation, 3 to tie it and force overtime. Shot off a draw. Ends up lancing off the glass. A good look for Sachem. They're getting to work on the cycle here, and puck ends up in the corner. Now at the point. Dump back in. Ringed around the wall, and looks like play is broken up, but it comes back out in the slot. Towards the front, it's deflected. Sparring for it along the wall. Comes out, and a shot from the point misfired. Sachem now has to regroup. And now Bulls forcing a turnover and heading the other way. Dubois carrying it around the net, circling. Moves it to the slot, looking for a shot. Can't find it. Comes out to the point where Ryan was covering. His look was blocked, but second effort. Backhands that one into the zone, gives Dubois time to get back, and now Ryan still holding it in along that wall. But Sachem ladling that one out, a chance, one-on-one shot. No. That one sounds like it wrong iron. Another shot from the point, this one off the back wall. Backhanded out, up, not out of the zone. Oh, Shea holding it in there. And toe drag along the wall. Sachem trying to maintain possession. Ryan Treitz comes away with it, headmans it. Play is broken up initially. Comes back down low, and the Bulls off the wall exit the zone. Wagner carrying it into Sachem territory. And towards the slot, a shot. Looks like that one was blocked. Toe drag. It's lit up nice. 2-on-2. Sachem entering. Bulls on the back check. Wagner forcing a turnover. Poke up and into neutral. Sachem now trying to get back to work on the forecheck. It's been a strong start to this period. But looking to change that is Christian Semetsis. Forced to the outside that time. Heading up ice now. Towards center, backhanded in. Pochi collects, we get a whistle here. Going to see what the call is. It looks like John Evlanitis heading to the box here at the rinks. You're watching SCHSHL Junior Varsity action, the finals to be specific. Don't forget to follow the NLI Sports Network on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Or as our good friend, my colleague, Travis Quigley likes to call it, X, which I will not call it. Tyler Lorette shot his glove from the point. That was a big deal up in Sauger this past week ago. If you would actually call Twitter by the name X, general consensus was no. Also, I'd like to shout out Yeti Hockey for bringing up one of the worst moments of my life on air in the comment section. The answer is yes, unfortunately. If you're looking at our comment section, you can see what that was. Nonetheless, Sachem pressing, chance in front, Pring with the sprawling save. "32 seconds have elapsed on this power play. Looks like Drago's gone to the box and cross-checking as well, so it looks like offsetting penalties here. Power play will remain. Still some conversations going on at the bench between the officials and the coaching staff for Sachem, and going back through here, just gonna let officials sort this one's out. There is no game without the official. Brian Marcus, the head coach, discussing with officials currently. Kevin McGuire, Joe O'Shea, who actually spent some time up in our booth when these two teams last played, was keeping track of shots. Funny thing about that was Sachem always led in shots, which definitely was more his focus. Track who on his team got the shots on net. Got to appreciate a coaching staff doing that. Play is now resumed. Re-entering it, go. Dancing towards the front, a shot, it ricochets, it rolls. I think Pring got a cover on that. I'm trying to see, there's no arm currently, but it looks like they're going to say no goal. Wow, that's really interesting. Looks like right now on the bench for the Bulls, Victor Dorico, Frank Agavino, Jason Pring, and that one goes off the skate of Cummings, nearly rolls in. You can't see it cross the line on our screen. Ours are not reviewable either. And right now, another shot. Bulls now looking to force a change of possession in the corner. Shout out to Brody Dixon live in the comments. His squad is Nationals bound for East Ice. Once again, congratulations to him. And right now, it looks like that one went offsides. And if Michael Gaffnov was watching, I missed Dylan Flynn and Vinny Matula too, so that comment up in Saugerties as well, did not take it personally. So the face-off comes out. I'm going to stop reminiscing about the state tournament. You can catch all those games. We have them recorded, and right now it's about these fine young players on the ice. Comes out to the point. Sliding it across. Shot. Ricocheting off the boards. A lot of strong opportunities for Sachem on this power play. Just haven't found the back of the net. Give and go along the wall. Comes beneath the goal line. Bulls forcing a change of possession. Chipped up, but not out. Pergolizzi rather, holding it in. Dishing it across. A shot from the point. Looks like that was blocked on its way, and puck comes all the way out. Sachem, Moray settling it. Penalty has expired, so Ryan on the forecheck. Back to 5-on-5, carrying it up the wall. Looking to settle it. Forced out of the zone. Spinning away from pressure. Matt Bispo. Bulls still battling it, but they get the clear. Poke check. Chance now. Pacciani's shot ends up being turned aside, and Sachem heading the other way. Dishing it ahead. It looks like there's a penalty going against the Bulls, so they'll head back to the kill. Chance for Sachem now. Try and make this a 2-score game, and Agavino being escorted to the box. Two minutes on the board. It's a power play here. Face off. One back by Sachem. They have possession. Circling the net. Carried out towards the point. Dropped off beneath the goal line. Sent towards the front again. Sachem can't put it home on the doorstep. Looking towards the back door. That one ends up careening around the wall. Sachem still holding it in. Now heading up ice. It's Semetsis. Back door to Landrigan. Walking in. Rather more towards center of the slot there. My apologies. Sachem now heading up ice the other way. They have possession. Entering the zone tied up. But Bulls have regained control. Another chance for Semetsis. Fires and he scores. Christian Semetsis finds the back of the net. It's 7-3 Smithtown Hauppauge. As our very own Travis Quigley would say, power kill, so to speak. Creating those shorthanded chances, you need to be able to capitalize on special teams. That doesn't just mean the power play. Christian Semetsis, that's his second of the game. His line mate, Aiden Landrigan, has one, and after an early start that was all about the Michael Wagner, Marcus Rico, Braden Beltrami line, well, the Bulls are now firing on all cylinders. Sachem forcing a turnover. Pass is deflected, comes out to the point, along the half wall. Dropped off, give and go. Still on the power play. Penalty does not release after a shorthanded goal, of course. Let's talk about PWHL, which we are not in this case. Resetting. Sachem with possession. Looking to press up ice. They enter. 10 seconds remaining on this power play. Dropped off. Dished across. Walking into the slot, and an extra pass there ends up forcing them to reset. The penalty will expire. We return to 5-on-5. That one pinballed around the wall. Bulls looking for a clear. Play was broken up, and Sachem trails by one more goal than when they started this power play. Now they've returned to even strength. They're in a 4-goal hole. 6 minutes remaining in the period. Sachem trying to press up ice, trying to make something happen here. But Jack Pring and rock solid in goal. Walking in again, it's Bispo. Shot turned aside, and another strong positional save by Pring. And we talk about it all the time. Doesn't matter. We're talking about Travis Quigley also up here in Nationals with me. And Ian Benke, any professional goaltender, you listen to them, you talk, you get a chance to talk to them if you're lucky enough. College goaltender, doesn't matter. The big thing right now is coming out, challenging those shots. You control the rebound, steer them out towards the wall. And right now, Pring is doing that. He's getting the trapper over the puck quickly, covering up those pucks. And even though Sachem has zone time, they haven't been able to beat him so far this period. Draven Cacciani pressing the other way, re-enters. Dropping it off towards the slot. A shot ends up going off the wall, and goals reset. Still sent towards the slot, and Moray gets the cover. Another stoppage here. 5:12 remaining in the frame. It's a 4-score game. Bulls in the driver's seat here. They've really done a good job controlling possession, getting to work on the cycle. Right now, Renfus winning the draw, sending it towards the front. Moray with the save, ended up getting back to his feet. Behind the play is Bulls coming back in again. Play is broken up. Shot from the slot is gloved by Moray. Another strong save for the Sachem netminder, and this game was really tightened up in the third period. Probably a sign of what's going to come on Friday. These playoff games, they tend to get lower scoring as you move along, not just because teams are eliminated and you're theoretically getting your best squads. A lot of good teams in this league, of course, but really tightens up. It's just the structure, the discipline. And with your backs to the wall, you tend to find that extra gear, so to speak. Marcus in the dot for Sachem. But Ryan wins it back, and Sachem forces a turnover. Bulls on the back check there, and shot ends up ramping off the stick of a defender into the netting. And you saw on that back check, Bulls getting 4 players back quickly. That is a sign of a squad that has a lot of players who were here last year. There's a lot of turnover in high school sports. Here for a good time, not a long time as it turns out. Right now, Sachem and Smithtown Hauppauge trying to make the most of that time. Krakow battling, comes free. Still pressing along the wall. Comes out of the zone, and Cummings looking to retrieve it. Stoltenberg towards the slot. A shot went off the stick of Pring. Smithtown Hauppauge still looking for that clear. Sachem holding it in. Connor Dubois off the wall. Bulls can't get it clear. Still battling for it. They batted out into neutral, but looking across, deflected all the way into Bulls territory. Dubois recollecting and carries that one in. Poked away, sent towards the front after regaining control. Still looking to secure possession now. Matt Bispo, a chance. 2-on-1 back checker looking to take that away, and the pass is broken up. Smithtown Hauppauge gets the clear. Re-entering now, Landrigan poked away, trying to settle it. Gets some support from Semetsis, but Bulls forced to dump back in after regaining control. They'll now look to get to work on the chase. Avlanitas providing pressure. Landrigan joining him. Stretching the ice, however. Sachem enters. CJ Pena pulling off. Sliding it across. A shot from the point, and it's right in the breadbasket of Pring. He's right at the top of his crease. He takes away the angle. One thing with netminders, especially nowadays, you're coming out and taking away that angle, of course, walking the arc so important, making sure you're correctly angled. Coming out of the net is great, but the one thing a lot of netminders have really worked to do at every level is coming out, being properly positioned. If you're just out of the net, not going to do as much, obviously. One forward, so it'll be right back where we started, deja vu all over again. Sachem really throwing everything but the kitchen sink at Jack Pring here in this third period. Clock winding down, time running out, and Christian Semetsis entering the zone. Pass to the slot, it's loose in front, still batting at it, and John Avlanitas finding the back of the net. And crash the net, good things tend to happen. Do the right things long enough, good things tend to happen. Right now, the Bulls, they couldn't find the back of the net earlier on in the frame. Right now, they're doing the right things, going to the front, playing aggressive. And when you do that kind of work in front, you can create chances seemingly out of nowhere. In that time, on a 3-on-2, even better. Looks like there's a timeout now. I believe it's been called by Sachem. They trail by 5 here in the third and most likely final frame, but that doesn't mean it's not a good time to take this time out. As one of my old coaches like to say, you can't stockpile them. And in a more serious tone, you don't want to lose 8-3 in game one. We've seen teams come back from this kind of deficit, of 5-goal deficit specifically. That's what happened at the varsity level when Smithtown Hauppauge came back to defeat the Friars in a 3-game series. You don't want to put yourself in that hole. And part of that starts with maybe finding the back in that once or twice here at the end of this game, really showing both those of us watching themselves. They can play with this team. They got a lot of talent. There's no doubt about that. The series is not going to be determined by the most talented teams because they're both pretty good rosters. They got a lot of skill. They got a lot of future varsity players and a lot of future good varsity players on each squad. But instead, off the draw, it's the Bulls pressing. Bispo picking up the pace, trying to slip by a defender. Comes out to the point, rolls out of the zone. Bulls looking to reset. Sachem forced to check up. 2 minutes remaining in the period. Smithtown Hauppauge looking up ice. Craven catching on the edgers. Carrying it to the outside, looking to curl towards the corner. Turnover force. Sachem gets the zone exit, but it's not it. Now an offsides. Going to come all the way back down. And 1:41 remaining in this final frame. Sachem trying to do something positive here late in the period, but right now, Bulls coming out of that timeout just as galvanized as Sachem. Jake Ryan with possession off the wall, banked out of the zone, a race towards it. Steered away from danger by Bispo. tried to outlet that one, ends up back beneath the goal line. Maybe Anthony Moray looking to direct some traffic there from in between the pipes. Right now, Sachem heading all the way down on the forecheck. Bulls looking for a clear. They're back in their defensive zone where Sachem kept them hemmed in for the majority of first 6-7 minutes of this frame. But right now it's Holman Smithtown Hauppauge as this clock is just winding down. Bulls poised to run away with a victory. Charlie Krakow battling in the corner. On the back door, they score. Matt Bispo finding the back of the net, and it's an 8-4 game. 20 seconds remaining, so again, go to the net, good things happening. We saw that with Smithtown Hauppauge for the majority of this game. O'Shea is going to get that shot off. Ends up going off the back of the net, and great anticipation there by Bispo, who pots what I believe is his second of the game, so a good night for him. But individual statistics, no players worried about that in the playoffs. Just trying to galvanize this team for late goal, remind them of why they made it here, what they had to overcome. A victory against a St. Anthony squad that made it to the finals last year. The Bulls chipped that one in. Time will expire. Victory over a Pat Med program with a fierce rivalry with Sachem, and right now their most intense rivalry. Few would argue this. It's Sachem and Smithtown Hauppauge. It's always been Sachem and Smithtown Hauppauge. That is the nature of this league. It is one of the league's greatest rivalries. There's a lot of fun matchups, both at the varsity level, the JV level, the freshman level. But in this one, it's going to be the Bulls that come away with the victory. An 8-4 victory, to be specific, and a lot of big nights for the Bulls. John Avlanides finds the back of the net twice. Christian Semeta scores twice. You get goals from Braden Beltrani, Michael Wagner, Aiden Landrigan, Dean Falcone, and when you get points from your top players, that's going to make a difference. For Sachem, looks like Matt Bispo credited with an assist earlier, not the goal by mistake. It's James Drago who scored that one, but nonetheless 2 points. You get goals from Pena, Saunders, and Drake Cohen. Well, we'll be back on Friday night. Not sure who's going to be on the call for that one, but this was certainly fun. Again, glad I could join you all here from Westchester, PA. Thank you to all of our staff. Thank you to the entire crew, of which I'm a part of course. Can't thank them enough for all the hard work they did, making this possible under less than ideal circumstances. Nonetheless, final score, it's 8-5 in favor of the Bulls, 8-4 in favor of the Bulls. Not sure what's going on there in the bottom right corner of my screen, but nonetheless, final score, 8-4 in favor of the Bulls. Game 2 is on Friday. Can Sachem survive, or Smithtown Hauppauge lift a second banner? Tune in to find out.